Manga-Waido.
My name is Ayumi Shirakwa. I'm 28 years old. I'm an executive assistant at a company my father runs. I don't know much about business, but what I do know is that under the command of my father, our company was doing pretty well. Conversely, my husband Kosuke is a director at a small advertising firm which handles real estate information. Whether or not there's demand for such a business, I'm not sure. What I do know is that every time my father-in-law would meet with my father, he would tell him about how difficult it was to run his business. I believe there were even times when my father's solid business would provide operating funds for my father-in-law's company. However, something terrible was about to happen to rock our solid company. One day, father was having some health issues, and following a number of tests, it was found that he had pancreatic cancer. By the time it was discovered, it was too late to operate on. After that, things progressed very quickly. Father lost weight dramatically, and before anything could be done, passed away. I was distraught for days after losing my father. One day, my father-in-law made an unbelievable request. Are you telling me to break up with Susuke?
That's right.
I don't understand. Why? Why divorce all of a sudden?
He's in love with someone other than you. He says he can no longer betray his true feelings.
I was aware this story was not entirely made up. My husband is cheating on me with someone else. Susuke seems to think I haven't noticed, but I'm not stupid.
We request you agree to the divorce. As severance, we will pay you 5 million yen.
No! Overcome with the grief, I covered my face and looked down. Sometime after the divorce was finalized, I met Chika and told her about what had happened. And that's what happened. Unbelievable! What on earth is he thinking? It's obviously for financial gain. That's all they've ever wanted from the beginning. Really? As was to be expected, after my father passed away, things became difficult at our company. We could no longer financially support my father-in-law's company either. Seeing that we were in financial trouble ourselves, my father-in-law gave up on me and moved on to more lucrative opportunities. There's no doubt that this whole divorce issue was also motivated by what he could gain from it. You're the lucrative opportunity, Chika. What are you talking about? Chika and I used to be on the same tennis team at university. She had a similar upbringing as me and was also the daughter of a tech CEO. We'd often hang out with each other and avoid studying. Did you think I wouldn't notice? You've been in touch with Susuke all this time ever since the camping trip. Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to. It's just he's good-looking. Chika admitted to it and even stuck her tongue out. It's fine, I'm not too bothered anyway. He might be good-looking, but he's also terribly indecisive. Plus, even with his hidden agenda, what a coward for getting his parents to divorce me. In any case, you should be careful. Their next plan is to leech off your family business. Really? That would really suck. That's the kind of people they are. It's about time they got a taste of their own medicine. Chika, give me a hand. A few months later, my father-in-law's company ends up losing confidential real estate information they obtained from their biggest client. Sosuke had lost a USB stick containing the information when visiting a hotel with Chika. I guess we could say I made him lose it. Obviously, this became a huge problem, and my father-in-law's company lost one of their biggest clients. As a result, other house builders and real estate agencies withdrew their contracts and the company suffered heavy losses. Sosuke looks terrible recently. He looks constantly tired and depressed. Excellent. Let's keep him like that. The recent turn of events, together with the company's existing financial difficulties, were really putting a strain on my father-in-law's company. Chika planted a recording device in Sosuke's belongings and succeeded in recording Sosuke and her father-in-law's troubled discussions.
Stop wasting time and hurry up and get money off that new girl!
I'm sorry, Papa. She seems willing, but I just can't get her to agree to it.
Had I known this was going to happen, I would have never offered that severance package!
Listening to this exchange made me sick. How thoroughly disgusting. I can't believe those two were having these kinds of discussions behind our back. And what's with calling your father Papa? When I was around, Sosuke always called my ex-father-in-law father. But when just with his father, referred to him in a completely different way? What do you think? Should we call the police? No need. The thing is, Sosuke's began contacting me recently again. A few days later, Sosuke asked to meet with me. I already knew what he was going to ask me.
I'm sorry, Ayumi. I was in the wrong. Will you please take me back?
At the cafe I often visited, he began apologizing to me.
I'm sorry about everything. It was all my fault, so please.
You think that if we get back together, you'll be able to get back the 5 million yen you gave me. Given the current state of your company, I guess 5 million yen is a lot of money.
Did Father, say anything to you? If so, it's not true. All I want is for us to be together again.
Getting close to Chika was pointless. I told her you're your father's pawn, a mere tool for collecting money.
Ayumi, please, I'm begging you!
Plus, I'm already seeing someone else. I waved to another table, and a man nodded and came to our table. The man, who was just as handsome as Sosuke, stood beside us and bowed his head deeply at Sosuke.
Hello, Sosuke-san. Long time no see. Ever since the camping trip, I believe.
Takuma! You!
Takuma-san was the CEO of a startup that was recently getting a lot of media attention. He was touted as an up-and-coming entrepreneur.
Since when have you and Ayumi been... Since the camping trip?
No, since long before that, actually.
We'll be using the 5 million yen on Takuma's new business venture. Say thanks to your father for it. I felt like I was giving a message to a small boy. Takuma and I left a dejected-looking Sosuke in the cafe. In reality, my love for Sosuke had long disappeared since way before the divorce proceedings. I married him because of his good looks, but that was all he was good for. When I found out about him and Chika, I was almost relieved because I finally had a decent excuse to get a divorce. In reality, he asked me for the divorce first. Not only that, but with a 5 million yen severance package. I had to really struggle to contain my glee in front of my ex-father-in-law. Later on, as expected, my ex-father-in-law's company went bankrupt. They desperately tried to regain the trust they had lost, but it was no use. According to rumors, my ex-father-in-law and Sosuke persuaded some family members in the countryside to give them work. Sounds like they're getting by. Pretty pathetic, if you ask me. My mother decided to take over our company, and now it's doing really well. Fortune, no doubt, favors the bold. While supporting my mother and husband, I plan to start a business of my own someday.